What's up, everyone? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today I want to talk about some tips that will help new streamers start off on the journey and how they can help grow their channels and try and avoid some of the obvious pitfalls that a lot of streamers fall into, and we'll try and get you ahead of the curve here. Number one, it's very important that this sort of is on top of everything else, right? We need to get our technicals right. What do I mean by technicals? I'm talking about your resolution versus your bitrate. Figure out what your maximum upload is and determine where you can actually get your stream as far as your bitrate. You don't want to be pushing your network connection and dropping frames. You don't want to have a resolution that is way bigger than the bitrate can fill. On the other hand, you don't want to have a bitrate that is so big that nobody can actually watch you, especially if you don't have the transcode options. I'm going to make a separate video on this because this is a quite in-depth topic, so I will make a separate video on this. We're effectively saying make sure your stream looks good, make sure your audio is good. You have a you can clearly hear your voice, you can hear the game, but it's not overpowering your voice. You're not out of sync, your voice and the camera, and things like that. One tip I'll sort of drop here is getting a noise gate. You don't want to have people on the stream listening to this all day long. It's very annoying. Nobody likes it. OBS has a noise gate feature. I will run through that in the follow-up video. A point on that we should cover is, as a new streamer, get a camera. I know a lot of people don't want a camera. They're a bit shy, blah, blah, blah. I get it. Get a camera. The reason you want to get a camera is because it brings the audience back into, connects with you. They can see your face, especially if you're doing something on game. Your face will react to things. That is what people are interested in. They want to see a connection, having a camera, having a face to a voice. Yes, some streamers can get away without using a camera. It just makes it more difficult. So if you want to give yourself that leg up, get a camera. First thing we need to worry about after we have the basics of actually can we physically stream is determine if you are going to be a gamer or a streamer. I've seen a lot of videos trying to help people out and nobody really talks about this. The assumption is that people are wanting to be streamers, and yet I've seen a lot of streams where you can tell people aren't really interested in being a streamer. They just want to be a gamer that happens to stream and waves to their friends. If that's you, perfect. So you've determined that you want to be a streamer and not really a gamer. What does that mean? Well, that's going to change a few things for you. Number one, it's going to sway your decisions on when you buy hardware. I've made these sacrifices myself. As a gamer, I would like to get an ultra-wide monitor. That introduces a whole bunch of technical issues, which I'm not willing to deal with. So as a streamer, I've said no to the ultra-wide monitor. As a gamer, you might want to play a game and just, turn off the lights and get the headphones on and focus the game. As a streamer, you can't do that. As a gamer, you just turn the stream off and play the game. The main point here is your focus is the stream and not the game. Not to say you don't focus the game, but it's more about the community. If somebody's talking to you, ignore what you're doing on the game and start talking to them. Number two is, as we all know, probably should all know, Twitch doesn't do a great job of helping new streamers out. It doesn't make new streamers discoverable at all. In fact, the website itself is almost built to not do that. The way, all you have to do is go to the Fortnite directory and start scrolling with your mouse, and you will see the load points and how long it actually takes to get to scroll down a page. Now, some people try to get down to smaller channels and because they want to support a smaller channel, and it's fantastic. But you'll see how difficult it is to actually get down to where you might live if you've got 2 to 3 viewers, okay? It takes a very long time to get down there, and most people won't do that. So that's all doom and gloom. So what do? Work on other platforms. What I mean by that is make YouTube videos. While you're in a YouTube video, you can present your topic, and then you can say, hey, by the way, this is my URL. This is where I stream Sunday to Thursday, 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. You can put that into your YouTube videos, and YouTube videos are way more discoverable than Twitch. So you need to start directing traffic from your YouTube through to your Twitch channel. That is a great way to grow, and it is a great way to diversify your audience and bring people in from all locations. You can then tell people on Twitch to go check out your YouTube videos, people on YouTube to go check out your Twitch channel, and things like that. Use whatever whatever you're comfortable with. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Make sure you have a Discord. Start building up a community on Discord. Tell people about it. Put it in your panels on Twitch and direct people there, and use that as a way to keep engaged with your community. Number 3 is a very important one, and I don't think many people do this, and I think a lot more should. I do this on a regular basis for myself, and I also do it on others to see what they're doing and how I can improve my own content, and that is watching the VODs. The VOD is video on demand. It is the recording of your previous stream. Go back and watch your stream. Ask yourself, is this fun? Is this engaging? Would I watch this? If the answer is no, fix it. One thing that we need to talk about is time to engage. I'm calling it TTE, or somebody else has coined it SHIT, say hello in time. TTE is probably going to be better for us. So TTE, time to engage. When somebody says hello, how long does it take you to respond? I've been watching VODs over the last 3 weeks, and I have counted at the worst 10 minutes. That's too long. If somebody says hello to you and you haven't responded in 10 minutes because you haven't looked at your stream, and we're not talking about chats that are moving, we're talking about chats that the last comment is hello. And there's no excuse for a 10-minute delay. There just isn't. Time to engage has to be short. You need to be on point as soon as somebody comes in. As you probably know for yourself, if you click on somebody's channel and you say hello and they don't say hello back, you're probably going to leave. And by the time they actually get around to that 10-minute mark and then say, oh yeah, hi, you're long gone, okay? So don't lose the viewer that you could have had just because you weren't paying attention, okay? Yes, the games are fun, but the stream is more important. Your eyes should be darting back at chat every 10 seconds at most, always be darting back at chat, right? If you're in the middle of you're playing Fortnite or whatever, and you are, in the final battle, that's fine because people will know that that's going on. But if you're just running around doing nothing, and there's no action on that people will forgive your delay, they will leave, okay? So watching the VODs will determine the, you can see the chat going, and you can say, oh yeah, I missed that one. Oh yeah, I missed that one. So watch the VODs. Also in the VODs, have a look for things. If you have Discord, this is sort of a side one. If you are using Discord while you're streaming with other people, and especially if you go back to the first tip of not having a camera, and there are 3 voices on Discord, how do I know who is talking? How do we know? So if you're in that position, you are running Discord and you're playing a game with your friends. I've seen people play Sea of Thieves with 3 other people, and they're running around, no camera, and I have no idea who the streamer actually is. When I'm on Discord personally, if I don't use it very often for voice, but when I do use it, I make it very clear to the people who are joining me on Discord that it's not their time to have the one-on-one discussion. If they want to do that, they can type it in the chat. The Discord is there for the game callouts and strategizing of the game, but it's not for the chit-chat. Because what will happen is you get absorbed into the Discord discussion and you lose sight of the chat. And the other thing that happens is, well, like I said, if you don't have a camera, nobody knows who's talking. But there are often stronger personalities on Discord that override the streamer. And you're supposed to be the entertainment. People are there to see you. You don't want this disjointed voice, I've had it where people, disjointed voices will answer the chat before the actual streamer. Big no-no, right? So you got to make the focus the stream and you, and people will be drawn to that, to your stream, not to some disjointed voice. So the other thing that happens is people don't want to interrupt a discussion. If you're having an in-depth discussion with your friend on Discord and somebody jumps in, they may not say anything. They may just wait for a break in the conversation. Just like real life, people will often wait for a break in the conversation to interject and say, hi, how you going? So avoid those deep conversations on Discord. I know it's difficult when you're starting out because if you don't have that, you've got nothing. But it will help you and it will give your viewers more opportunity to jump in and say hello. If you are keeping an eye on that TTE, time to engage, keep that one in mind. If you're keeping an eye on the TTE, you should be having discussions with your viewers. I've seen a lot of people, start that up. Here's another tip. When you do get somebody saying hello, don't just respond with a hi. Engage. Okay, this is your chance to engage. Don't go over the top and start bombarding them with 1,000 questions, but try and get a conversation started, right? Hi, how you going? How was your day? Cool. They'll say something, then you can respond to that. Ask another question. Asking questions drives conversation, right? These are just basic interactions, but a lot of people don't. They will get somebody saying hello, and then they will respond with hello, and then you got 2 people saying hello. Well done. Now, if you're not engaging, you're not going to keep that viewer. They may stick around, but they'll probably just move on. Okay? You don't have to get to know everybody's nitty-gritty, but keep that in mind that you might want to try and engage with your viewers a little bit more. This leads into the next tip, which is have a personality. Like, we've all got one, right? We've all got something to bring to the table. You need to show it. When you're early on, I understand that it can be hard, you can be shy, it can feel awkward, but you've decided to do this, so practice. Practice, practice, practice. When you're out with your friends and relaxed and comfortable and you're having a laugh, everybody's enjoying your time, that's the sort of personality you need to bring to the stream. If you don't have a personality, you can invent one. Think of streamers like Dr. Disrespect. I'm not saying he doesn't have a personality, but he has invented a alter ego that is, over the top. Now, with that, if you are going to try and create a persona, do it in a way that is sustainable. Okay, it's not a bad idea to do it, but don't go over the top in the theatrics, in the prep time. I know I've seen a few people that go totally over the top. They get in full face paint. Seen people dress up as hot dogs on a regular basis, not on a one-off type novelty thing, but on that's their thing. And that becomes very quickly becomes unsustainable. You think about Dr. Disrespect, wax on the glasses, wax on the wig, and he's away, right? Personality kicks in and off he goes. Very easy to transition, okay? If you are spending 3 hours putting full makeup on, and then you're sitting there streaming to 2 people, it's a lot of work for a little result. And you got to think about, is it something I can maintain in the long term? Is it something that I want to be doing every day, or every time I stream for, I want to apply that makeup for 2 hours before I start the stream. Bring something to the table. Bring yourself to the table. Generally, being yourself and bringing that personality is generally more than enough. People want to connect to real people. Stare at the camera and start talking to it, and get comfortable staring at the camera as if you've got your friend behind the camera and you're looking at your friend, okay? Think of it that way. So now we go into some of the more basic things you've probably already heard, but a lot of people don't do, especially when they start out. If you've determined that you're a streamer, back to that point, right? Have a schedule, stick to the schedule. This is where a lot of people make a mistake. They start out and they say, right, I'm gonna stream 7 days a week, 5 hours a day, go. And then you do that and you aren't growing and you get very frustrated and very burnt out, and you realize that you have been streaming 7 days a week for 5 hours to 2 people. One being yourself and one being some random bot or something. Less is more, okay? You're better off spending, instead of going for 7 days a week, you're probably better off picking 2-3 days a week and streaming those days for a small amount of time. Don't go 8 hours. Don't just jump into the deep end. There's no point streaming 24 hours to nobody. You're just doing yourself some harm. There's no point. So you're better off doing these smaller streams, spaced out through the week. Lock it in. These are the days I will stream. For me, I stream Sunday to Thursday, 3 p.m. through to 11. Okay? That's my time. That's when I stream. Then I work around that for YouTube videos and my personal life and things like that. When you're starting out, I suggest doing 3 days max. I wouldn't go beyond that. Whenever you say you're going to stream, stream. Okay? Unless you're sick, of course, don't go crazy. In the off time that you're not streaming, work on the other platforms. Work on creating YouTube video. Jump in other people's streams. Network. Say hello. Get your face out there. Don't jump in and advertise yourself. That's not what I'm saying at all. Check out the etiquette video to hear about that. Don't do that, but get your name in the community. You can sit there and be a friend of the community without ever mentioning that you stream, right? Then all of a sudden a YouTube video pops up from you and, oh, they actually stream. Get in that way. And the last tip here is pretty generic, and it is literally just take your time. Twitch is a hard slog, and it can be brutal and it can take a long time. So take your time, let the growth come organically. A lot of people are A lot of people are really keen on getting a massive host and the numbers will spike and yay, I'll have all these followers. People are on Twitter trying to get this follow for follow rubbish. Doesn't work. There is no point having 100 million followers if nobody's actually watching you. Okay, it's irrelevant. All these follow for follow accounts, none of them are coming into your channel and saying hello. You need organic growth. Having a big host also doesn't give you amazing growth. What you'll find is you'll get a spike in follows, and then the next day you will be back to your normal audience. Building a core audience is the key, and doing that using the other tips will help you build that core audience, and they're the ones you need to focus on. Take your time, build a core audience, bring out your personality, and you will be good. Team, I hope that has helped. If it has, please hit that sub button up the top, hit the like button as well, share this with your friends, and if you have any questions at all, I am now on my stream, starting my streams out with a couple of hours each day from 3 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time, with a just chatting section where we take questions from you guys. If you want to discuss anything, you've got some more questions about this, jump in there. I'll leave the link down in the description as well. Jump in around 3 p.m. and ask your questions, and I'll happily go through it with you on stream. You can also join me on Discord, where we do have a streamer discussion channel, and you can ask your questions there. And look, best of luck with it all. I will put out a new video soon with the technical discussion we spoke about, how to get your resolution matching your bitrate, things like that. So keep an eye out for that. And until then, friends, have yourself an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.